Hey Slightly Unblended, welcome back to my channel, welcome if you're new. Today I am doing my makeup without really being able to tell what I'm doing because these lenses are messing me up. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, before I start this, let me just say I can barely see anything. So if this is out of focus, I'm sorry. These contacts, are almost impossible to see. So how I've managed this eye, I don't know. But stick around and I'll show you how I did it. Alright, so we're taking Terra Cosmetics mattes and sparkles for this look because I love their mattes. They're so good. And I wanted to do something kind of creative, different. It was fun, even though I couldn't see. So I'm taking Arabian Nights from Terra Cosmetics and the Blend Bunny and Lens makeup brush, the LO5 brush, and I'm placing that shade on the outer V of my eye, and I'm going to do more of a rounded look. So I'm going to put that like on the outer V area and almost halfway through the crease. I was so nervous, but anyway, I'm taking the LO4 brush from Blend Bunny and Lens, and I'm taking the shade Star Crazy, and I'm just going to start to diffuse that blue and get ready to add pink. I feel like anytime I do something like this, I gravitate towards purple and pink, but whatever. I love them together, and they're fun. So I'm just doing back and forth windshield wipe motions with the lightest amount of pressure. I'm taking the LO2 brush and the shade Terra, and I'm just going to pop that on that inner portion of my crease towards the bridge of my nose, towards the inner corner of my eye, and then take it to blend out the other shades. And I love how vibrant this pink is. It is so good. It's so neon, but it's so easy to blend. So really, if you have not tried any matte singles from Terra Moons, cannot recommend them enough. Like, I really need to reach for more, honestly. So I clean that brush off, and I'm going back into Star Crazy just to bring it back a little bit because, like I always say, blending is repetitive, but it's worth it. And I really wanted it to be like the darker blue and then the purple and the pink where you could see like all the shades. With the LO5 brush, I'm taking more Arabian Nights just to bring it back and add a little depth to that outer V of the eye. Now I'm taking the LO3 brush and more Terra just to get it nice and diffused and just to bring it back a little bit and making sure everything on that outer V where there's a lot more shades is like more seamlessly blended. I clean that brush off and I'm popping on a little bit more of Arabian Nights, and I feel like it's starting to blend together pretty good, even though I couldn't see. Like, that was wild. Alright, I've cleaned the brush off and I'm taking more Terra and I'm just going to start to diffuse everything yet again. And now I'm taking some of my face powder with the LO6 brush just to really kind of melt the shadows into the skin. That way it looks more airbrushed and there's no harsh lines. I like to do this if I don't have a white eyeshadow, or if I'm just too lazy to go grab a palette that has a white eyeshadow. I just use my face powder because it's closest to my skin shade. If y'all have any tips for putting in contact lenses without your eyes watering like rain clouds, then please let me know, because that's why I had to put these in before, because my eyes get so sensitive. Now I'm taking more Terra on the LO3 brush just to bring it back, because with blending it out with that powder, it did kind of take a little bit of the pigment away, but going back in and touching it up, it'll still look like nice and smooth and there won't be harsh lines, and it brings the pigment back. And now I'm taking some more face powder with that LO6 brush just to make sure that I get my lid set, because once your base that you use for your eye like starts to crease, if you put any kind of pigment on that, it's just going to cling to the creases. Now I'm taking the shade Skyfire from the City of Stars collection. These iridescent shades are absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to take that with my finger and I'm going to place that on the inner half of my lid area and also bring it up onto Terra, and the shifts were shifting so pretty. And here I'm popping on a little bit of Starloom and kind of blending them together. And I'm sorry, my computer is lagging. I don't know what its deal is, so some of this is like a little late into what I'm doing. And now I'm taking the dough color number 14 brush and a little bit more of Starloom just so that I can get up in places that I don't feel comfortable trying to apply it with my finger. That way I have a little more control and precision. And now I'm taking a little bit more of Skyfire and I'm going to put that up in the crease onto Terraverse and make sure that I'm getting it nice and blended in with that beautiful pink shade. And just the reflex to this, oh my goodness. This collection, like, to have iridescence and they be so powerful, they're so pretty, oh my goodness. And now I'm taking the Glisten and Lens liner palette, taking the shade Don't Think Just Do, like I was doing for this whole look, and the brush from the collection that unfortunately, because I use it so much, the number is no longer on it, but it's the little blue one. Now I'm starting some doodles. This is where I was starting to do the little gleams, trying to do like the really ultra sparkly looking gleam with the extra little doohickeys, arms and legs or whatever. So I'm starting by trying to do like a cross and a dot in the center and kind of just going from the dot to extend the lines to make it look like a super bright star. Doodling the doodles for this look. I don't know how I did it. I could hardly see because the way these lenses are, there's just like a cat eye slit in the pupil. And I didn't realize that until I put them in and I was like, oh, okay. And then they kept moving around. So I was having to put this mirror so close to my face to just try to see what I was doing. Once I have the shape, I'm just going to start to extend the points to make it look more like how it does in my mind. Also, at this point, like, I knew that I was finished with the other eye, just didn't know how it was turning out, so I'm looking in every mirror trying to make sure that I'm getting this to look halfway decent, and I'm just like, okay. But, it was fun trying to do this like this. I just wish I was better at putting contacts in. So now I'm going to start to do little, more kind of gleams, but just the shape with lines. I felt like that would be cool. This was basically to like match my lenses. If I could show you close up, they look like these doodles on there with some extra dots and stuff. They also had a heart on them, so I wanted to add a few little cutesy little baby hearts to the look. So this is where I was trying my best to doodle hearts. I'm usually better at them during January and February when I'm doing them like every day for Valentine's Day looks. A way that I find it easier to doodle a little heart is just do two little dots and then kind of connect them in like a V shape and then kind of extend the humps to make them more heart shaped. And now I'm doing another little baby gleam where it's just a line at the top, a line at the bottom, a line from each side to kind of give the appearance of a gleam without putting in as much time. And then I'm going to do a few dots. This is a nail dotting tool that I got off of Amazon, and just kind of trying to do some dots to add a little something extra. And now it's really time to hold my breath and hope for the best because I'm taking the NYX Epic Wear eyeliner and I'm trying my best to do a big fun wing and make it even to the other side, even though I wasn't quite sure what even would be because I couldn't hardly see with the lenses in yet again. But I'm going to start from the outer corner of my eye and take that liner and just take it
from the outer corner and angle it up towards the tail of my brow, and then start to get the wing shape. So kind of like a tiny little triangle with a super pointy end. And then I'm going to take it all the way across my lash line and trying to get it as close to the lash line as possible so that when I put my lashes on, the band will blend in and you won't see any space between like my eye skin and whatnot. So the lashes kind of look more real even though they're not, and it's kind of obvious they're not, but you know what I mean, right? Hopefully so. Anyway, now I'm going to take it and go shwoof and bring it up and build up the wing shape. I've been playing with doing wings since like 2008, but I still sometimes get nervous trying to do a wing just to make sure that I'm not ruining the look, because if I mess it up, the perfectionist in me is like, no, I have to start over again.
Alright, I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is a finished look. What do you think? I still am having the hardest time seeing in these lenses. It's because I feel like the slit, like the cat eye thing, I feel like that is it, because that's about all I can see out of. But these lenses are cool, and I was like, let me just do a look to match them and do something a little different and play with the new Terra Moon singles yet again, because I love them and I wanted to do more with them, and I do plan on doing more with the Bella Beauté Bar palette soon. I'm just trying to get everything together, but yeah, oh my gosh, I can't see. This has been a journey. I can't believe, I don't know if this is even gonna look good. Hopefully I'll look at the pictures after this, after I get the lenses taken out. So let me know what you think. Will you be giving this a try? Do you want more of a full face kind of thing when I do something like this sometime? I don't know, just ideas, because I think right now it's just gonna be voiceovers for a while, because I just have not had a lot of time to film. So these make it a little easier somehow. What do you think? I don't know. Full face on something like this? Yes, no? Don't know. Alright, I don't want to ramble too much, but I feel like this looks cool. Like, I'm getting real up close to my mirror over here. I'm just like, yes. And the lenses, I don't know. I feel like these are more kind of snake-eyed. I don't know. How many times can I say that? I don't know. Let's tally it up. Without rambling too much, if you'd like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, then I have all of my social medias linked in the description box down below. And if you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, then please hit the subscribe button. It'll mean so much to me, and I can't thank you enough. And if you like this video, could you please give it a thumbs up, because I heard it helps push my video out into the algorithm. So if you give it a thumbs up, then thank you. And if you want to be notified of any time that I upload, then please hit that notification bell, because I also heard that helps push my videos out. So if you do either of those, then thank you so much. Alright, I want to thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you'd like to see next down in the comments below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!